Okay, it's on. Hello. Hello, Internet. How are you doing? Today is Thursday, so it's my second full day here at Hambidge, and I had a really good day. I hope you had a good day too. I just walked up from dinner at the main house, which is down the mountain a little bit. Hambidge is on like a 600-acre property. I actually brought a map so you can see. Here it is. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay. So that's the 600-acre property, and if you look, the blue dot over here, over here is where I am, and then right below it is a red dot, which is actually, I thought that was where I was, but it's not, so that's just a mistake. And then way over on the other side of that river-looking thing, there's a tiny little orange dot, and that's where I ate. So you sort of have to go through the middle of nowhere. I walked up through this trail from that little orangey dot to the blue dot. The red dot is some archaeological dig. And really, I went and looked for it because I was like, ooh, an archaeological dig. I could pretend I'm an archaeologist. And it really just looked like a wall. And there was a propane tank there. So I don't know what kind of archaeology requires excavating propane tanks. But anyway, so yeah, I just walked up there in the twilight. It's much darker under the trees than it is out down in the main house. But I made it through. But I was a little nervous because the fellow that was in this cabin called Mellinger before I was, like last week, was cooking some bacon for a BLT sandwich, and this teenage bear like came up onto the porch and was sort of like looking in through every window like, I would like some of your bacon, please, which sounds adorable, but you never know with bears, even though they say these bears are really nice. And then I found out a couple of days before I showed up at another cabin down the road a piece, the bear actually tried to break into somebody's porch. So when I was walking up from the orange dot to the blue dot through these trails past the archaeological dig, I was stomping really loud and trying to like kick pine cones. I thought about singing, like, because I didn't want to scare the bear or any copperheads or whatever. And I felt like the fiance from The Parent Trap. Do you remember that? In the movie The Parent Trap, when the two twin girls tell her she has to like bang sticks to keep away coyotes and stuff. That's what I felt like that idiot. But yeah, so that was my evening. I got some work done today. I went down to the local boarding school, which is gorgeous. It's surrounded by mountains, and I ran their track for a while, and then I came back and I got to work. But I also, did some other stuff. This is actually, I put the computer here because this is the crafting table, right? Where like I'm going to make all my art projects when I don't feel like writing. There were a couple of old New Yorkers in here when I showed up, and so I ripped a lot of pages out of there. The one, you see what my finger's pointing at right now? That's actually a clip from the latest Sarah Rule play, the Vibrator play, which is, I think, really brilliant. That's Michael Cerveris, who's Western Pennsylvania born. And then here's Blanche Dubois, as portrayed by Kate Winslet. And here is Andy Warhol, who in this picture I think looks like my friend Tom Fleischman. Hi, T, if you're watching. Hi, T. And then over here we have an REO Speedwagon cover. And up there, that's Anna Moffo, not to be confused with Anna Mofo. And so hopefully I'm going to use some of the scraps that I didn't put up on the wall that I have in these scrap things that I've been collecting to make church fans. I haven't made any yet, but this is one that I made when I was back in Michigan, and I hope to make some more of them while I'm here when I don't feel like writing. I'm also going to play my auto harp. I got some stickers, so that's a major goal. Other news flashes: it's difficult to check for ticks when you have a lot of freckles, so get rid of your freckles before you come out to the woods, or else you'll be paranoid. I've been spraying myself a little too liberally, so everything kind of tastes like DEET, even though dinner was still pretty delicious. There were drop biscuits and gravy and cinnamon rolls, and it was awesome. I'm having a great time. Today was even better than the day before. It's really nice out here in the woods. I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that the spider war is a war that I will not, according to the director of Hambidge, ever be able to win. So my new strategy, I thought about this because last night when we were eating dinner, we were sitting out on this big porch, and this tiny baby deer, like total cartoon Bambi, like the size of like a schnauzer, was just sort of like galloping around the main field that leads up to the rock house, which is where we eat our food. And I went crazy. I was so excited. I was like, "Where's your mom? I want a pick you up, blah. But then I came home and there were all these moths that were like, no shit, they were like this big. And I was scared, and I was like, you know what, I should just think of them as, because they're probably just as innocuous. They're like little baby Bambis. They're beautiful and furry and cute, you know. I just, something in my wiring is like, infestation. But really, if I can think of it, sort of reprogram. So that's, I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, oh, and I wanted to show you really quickly, this is a tradition, I think at a lot of residencies, but Hambidge does it too. This is my kitchen, and if you look up to the top of the frame, those are some cork boards that they're cutting boards, and people from like 1980 on, they sign their name to them and they write about you know, when they were there and what they wrote, you know, like, or what they did. So it'll be like Joe Schmo, painter, Sally Ray, poet. One person wrote like Tom Smith, human, which I thought was a little cheeky. Yeah, that's all I have to report today from Hambidge World. I got close to getting some work done, some pretty good work done, and wherever you are, I hope you're getting really good work done too. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I still don't know where the off switch is. Off.